Hello everyone, welcome to the freestyle. I'm Scott.
I'm Francesca.
Got my sister here with me. Went and got all up in Middle Earth's ass today. Saw the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies.
Which seemed like four.
Right, 4 armies, unless you count 2 orc armies, which, whatever.
Or the goblins.
The defining chapter. Tagline to The Hobbit, Battle of Five Armies, directed by Peter Jackson, starring Ian McKellen, Martin Freeman, and Richard Armitage? It was Thor and Oakenshield. And, basic plot, they kill a dragon in a minute at the beginning, and then a lot of people are crying and shit. Oakenshield goes crazy. And then that's pretty much all for the storyline. It's a lot of fighting after that. A lot of dying, dwarves dying, people getting lit on fire, orcs doing stupid things. It's Lord of the Rings. You've seen Lord of the Rings. Big wide open battles. That's what this whole movie is. 2 hours of it. Lots of fighting. Lots of elves. Alright, so this is the part where we're going to talk about things that we liked and things that we didn't like also. And for me, I thought everything was great. I mean, the action, the acting, the music, all that was phenomenal. Peter Jackson always does a good job. I like that it was like one last ride, one last movie. I was kind of mad when they broke it up into 3 to begin with, but now I'm happy they did because, I got to see another movie out of it. It's fun.
Well, I also like how they brought in a lot of the like every character was in it. Like the Lord of the Rings characters, all the wizards showed up, the elves showed up, the dwarves were there, the humans were there, the orcs were there, and then you even got a bonus, you got the goblins. You got everything.
It's like they literally tied it in straight to the beginning of Fellowship, so that was pretty cool. As far as dislikes, I felt like the Smaug fight was kind of kind of just tacked on. Like, there's no reason why they couldn't have just. It was literally like the first 5-10 minutes of the movie, he was dead.
Although it was awesome how they killed him.
It was baller as fuck. Bard's a G, so there's no doubt about that.
So, but yeah, it was quick and to the point, and you were just like,
no, that dragon's dead.
Yeah, there he goes.
It's one dead dragon. Also, I felt like maybe it was too much action for the general people. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are going to cry about it. I love action, so I freaking loved it. But for the general public, maybe just a bit too much. And as far as last dislikes, it's one last ride. There's not going to be anything else after this. Unless they start coming up with original stories, which would be ridiculous. But it was, sad.
And there was not nearly enough Legolas action going on.
Yeah.
Although his dad was
a fucking G.
He was the shit.
Yeah. I mean, when you ride a moose in the battle, people know you're an elf. You don't get much more elf than riding a moose in the battle.
What else?
Yeah, what would you say?
Didn't like. I didn't like how Oakenshield was a complete freaking greedy asshole. Like, just
dwarves.
We're gonna build up this huge wall. None of y'all assholes can come in, even though we just sent that dragon to burn down your city.
Yeah.
No.
Remember when we were in trouble and we were all starving and we needed help, and I was like, "Don't worry, guys, we're gonna pay you back." Fuck that, we won. So eat it.
All this is mine. You get none.
Oakenshield.
And let's see, the final battle between Oakenshield and the White Orc. What is the Destroyer? What was his name?
Bolg, I think. Yeah. Something like that.
That was a pretty good fight.
Yeah, it was dope. The whole just ties into action being great.
They definitely tie it into Fellowship at the end, but I don't like. There are certain key points that they could have gone back and touched on.
Yeah. That
would have tied it in even more, and would have probably, for people who haven't seen Lord of the Rings or don't understand it, would have helped them understand it better.
Yeah, they could have. Well, there'll probably be a director's cut that'll have 14 hours of cut material.
Oh yeah, and I don't know her name or how to pronounce it, but the lady elf.
Her name is Gabrielle. Gabrielle. I was looking it up.
Totally awesome.
She's a badass.
Just straight Saruman, right?
Saruman, yeah.
Yeah, just totally just face plant. No, get out of here. You're done.
She used the Force. Alright, so this is the part where we're going to try and rate this thing. We do it in a 1 through 5 round here. I'm going to give it a 5. Like, this movie was baller as fuck. I'm really looking forward to seeing it again, really getting into the special features and seeing, like, you know, the documentary, how they filmed it and everything. It's going to be, like, I'm sure there's going to be, like, a giant chest, which just has all the movies in it that they've been waiting to release for this. So that's going to be great. What'd you give it?
I'm going to say 4.7, just solely on the fact not enough Legolas action.
They get a really baller Legolas fight, though.
I mean, his dad was awesome, but his dad's an asshole. So.
Right. Alright, well, I guess that's going to do it for the review this week. Come back next week, and hopefully we'll be seeing Interview if every movie theater in the world hasn't blown up by then. And, yeah, don't forget to hit the like, maybe subscribe, say what's up in the comments. But other than that, I'm Scott.
I'm Francesca.
And have a good weekend.